The Mbappe situation that's going on currently is absolutely insane and outright outlandish to hear from an elected politician. For those of you that don't know, after France beat Paraguay, a I'm not sure what the correct term it would be, but I guess a politician, Paraguayan senator from, I guess that's what her technical term is, Paraguayan senator. Let me pull it up here for the screen for all of you to see. So yeah, there was a Paraguayan senator, Celeste Amarilla, who just posted a blatantly racist uh, uh, post online, just saying the following: "This brute hasn't even learned to write. Instead of breast milk, he grew up sucking on coconuts. The most educated creature he ever heard were chimpanzees." Just vile racism. You should have given him the middle finger. Orlando Gil, the Paraguayan goalkeeper, a colonized Cameroonian pretending to be French, resentful, newly rich, arrogant, and ugly. More of racist shit. He was nervous and scared to death all game, like his whole team. They didn't even manage to score a single goal until they got lucky with a penalty. It was a blatant pen. The only thing many of us blame the team for is not giving him a full-handed slap at the end of the game. I'm not even a football fan. This is the woman who said all that shit to Mbappe, which is just outrageous. No sitting politician should be saying things like this. Racism has no place in sports and even in just in the global scale. Nothing will probably come out of it, unfortunately, with her position. Uh, One can hope that she either is forced to resign or gets voted out for stuff like this. But Mbappe later on replied to her online on Twitter, saying, "Madame Celeste Amarilla, you are a despicable woman and unworthy of your position. You do not represent Paraguay, that country which has sweated passion and honor throughout the competition. Through your recklessness and your brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and historic effort that your players accomplished during this World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of our country. I will never allow people like her the freedom to spread their hatred and racism across the world." That is just, I think, the perfect response that Mbappe could have made because it's factual. Uh, what she has done has kind of made it hard to look at what Paraguay has done in this World Cup without now thinking of what she said after it, because it is true. She kind of put a smear all over what the Paraguayan team did at this World Cup because she kind of just was racist towards arguably one of the best football players on this planet and at this World Cup so far. And I'm really happy that players are now starting to stand up to what is happening. Like Vinicius over in Spain, really trying to hammer into the La Liga FA and kind of more of a broader scale globally that racism has no place in the sport and the world. And to Mbappe calling out an elected politician about their racism is, I think, worthy of respect, no matter what how much you like him or his team or whatnot. You have to respect him for calling out racism wherever you see it. The French national team also came out with a statement. Uh, the racist remarks by Paraguayan Senator Celeste Amarilla targeting Kylian Mbappe are utterly abhorrent and unacceptable. How can anyone make such statements? These remarks are criminal and reprehensible. They must be prosecuted here as elsewhere. The FFF is filing a report with the prosecutor's office for the purpose of judicial action. The Federation extends its full support to its captain, its players, and more generally to all victims of such odious remarks. Now more than ever, the FFF is committed to fighting racism on all forms of discrimination. These remarks dishonor those who make them and those who spread them. The players of the France national team represents France. It is our country that is being insulted, which just keeps reiterating the point that Mbappe said in his post. It is kind of a blatant um, attack on the French national team because you see posts all over the internet saying that it's just the French national team is just basically African, just stuff like that, or it's completely racist. And I think it is true that like when you're insulting Mbappe like that and being racist towards him, it is a kind of a signal that you're being insulting the entire national team of France because you're disrespecting their star player basically. And it is true. They did later file a lawsuit against her for her racist attacks, which is great. Hilarious meme. There is freedom of speech, but I cannot guarantee freedom after speech, which I think is very fitting, very very fitting. So yeah, hopefully Mbappe can put this behind them and continue to perform as well as he did, uh, and hopefully that the Paraguayan senator is forced to resign or is ousted in some way because she should not be in her position anymore after what she has said. Just completely vile stuff. So yeah, fuck racism and fuck racist. I had just finished recording the whole Mbappe situation and I go to get a thumbnail for that video and I immediately see a response from the Paraguayan government right after I finished doing all the rendering and editing. So last minute injunction here. Let me pull up what they said. A little short statement translated here. The government of the Republic of Paraguay deplores and rejects the statements by Senator Celestin Marilla, directed at the captain of the French national football team, Kylian Mbappe, as they are contrary to the values and principles that inspire the peaceful coexistence and respect for human dignity which our country promotes. Paraguay is a democratic republic governed by the principles of separation and the independence of the branches of government. In this context, the statements made by the aforementioned legislator are solely the exercise of her individual responsibility as a member of the legislative branch and do not in any way represent the position of the government of the Republic of Paraguay or the Paraguayan people. The government of Paraguay reaffirms its firm commitment to the promotion of human rights, equality, and respect among all people, as well as to the fight against racism, xenophobia, intolerance, and all forms of hatred or discrimination. It also expresses its solidarity with those who may have felt affected by these statements and reiterates its respect for the French people with whom Paraguay maintains a historic relationship of friendship, cooperation, and mutual understanding. So, short and sweet statement here. Um, I don't know if anything else will come out of it. Unfortunate today, but I'm happy that they did come out with a statement and kind of did something about it. I just saw a meme in the corner of my eye that made me laugh. I'm not gonna. Uh, I will post it. It's funny. I saw this, but yeah. But yeah. So I'm kind of glad they took a little took the liberty to say something about it and kind of call her out for what she said. But yeah. Hopefully this is the last time I have to do this.